Welcome back to Straight Through the Wickets. My name is Dinesh,
I'm Luckilish.
and today we're joined by two special guests, Rohit Ramaswamy and Curtis Calladine.
What it do?
Hello. How do you feel about the NBA trying to restart the league right now?
Basically, I was thinking, with everything going on with COVID, I think the bubble is gonna work for the first few weeks, and then there's gonna be an
outbreak
in the bubble, and everybody's just gonna go ham, man. I just feel like it's not gonna suffice itself all the way to September for the playoffs to start.
That's reasonable. That's a reasonable evaluation.
Yeah, I just think like people, Mr. Adam Silver, he's taking way too many precautions for anything to mess up, So I have faith in the NBA. I have faith that they're doing their duty for social justice and
justice.
Is
Nice.
this game of basketball justice for you, Rohit? Bring back putting lives at risk. I'm fine.
If you look at it though,
it's like all aspects of life,
I feel like they're gonna lose money.
Are they though? Well, there's no fans. There's no fans, but all those fans that would be there would be in attendance on viewership.
What?
Yeah, but with all the hotel rooms and then like all the stuff they're giving the players, like that's like a nice getaway almost, but like no family.
Yeah, but they're not giving them complete salaries, so they're not technically losing any money, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
The majority of players are actually putting most of their proceeds toward like Black Lives Matter and things like that.
That's good.
That's actually a really good idea. So,
have you guys seen the WNBA, like the conditions there? Because like the NBA has it really nice, but the WNBA, like the food doesn't look that good.
Dude, they don't make money.
Yeah, I don't really see where their proceeds are coming for their funding for their food and things like that are coming from.
The NBA.
They need more. The WNBA need more sponsorship, in my opinion.
The thing is, like, I'm gonna get hate on this, but like, women's sports aren't as exciting as men's sports. Whoa. That is. Hold on. Pause. For the most part, right? And even when they do have good stuff, there's very little viewership from people, which I think really needs to improve. Because if they get viewership, then that's where they'll start to kind of pop off, and that's where they'll start to be able to make money and equal pay and all that stuff. But if you think about it, not as many people watch the WNBA as the NBA.
Well, you guys heard that Atlanta WNBA team, their executives criticizing Black Lives Matter movement?
No, I haven't heard that.
Oh yeah,
it was actually recent news. But it's basically like it just goes to show that WNBA and the NBA are similar, as it can like they're really similar to an extent. Obviously, there's female and male, but the problems, the issues that go on with both leagues, both separate associations, they're similar. And the only reason that the WNBA doesn't really get consideration is because their viewership is lower than that of the NBA.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, look at the Maya Moore where she like went and helped out that guy get out of jail. If an NBA player did it, it would be covered every single day. Like, imagine Katie did that every day. So
giving up their entire season just for, I mean, it was a good cause. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, and she's one of the top players of the WNBA. She's an MVP, Finals MVP, Rookie of the Year. She's done everything.
It's basically like KD in their league, giving up the season.
Yeah, except she doesn't have to deal with the snake comments and all that. So did you know Sam Presti traded a second rounder for SGA, Danielle Gallinari, in 7 first-round picks? And in his first 5 drafts, his first picks were not bust. They were Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Eric Bledsoe, actually, Reggie Jackson. He got a bust in like Cody Perry or someone, but then he drafted Steven Adams. So 6 of his 7 first picks in the draft were actual like quality players. How do you guys feel about because he's never won a championship, obviously, but do you guys think he's sort of underrated for what he's done in the league?
I feel like he's one of the best executives in the league, no cap.
Right after Pat Riley's number 1 though.
Okay, well Pat Riley's okay.
Pat's godfather.
Pat Riley's he's like top tier. But if we're gonna go to Sam, I'm gonna say that he did a very good job with setting a different like generation in the NBA, bringing KD, bringing Westbrook, bringing Harden, and then Steven Adams. That's like reinstated the like foundation of the Oklahoma for like the future.
How do you guys feel about Maury Ball?
Okay,
Through that trade.
I need Rohit to answer this question because I'm a little biased on Maury Ball.
And also, I'd like to recognize, like D'Antoni said the other day,
Oh
they
yeah,
socially distance on defense.
yeah, I heard that. Okay, he's just hyping up his players, man. He's just getting Harden hyped up so he can play better defense. He has improved his defense from previous years.
Harden's been playing socially. Harden's been socially distancing on the court for like the last 5 years.
Okay, and
He's ahead of his time.
He's ahead of his time. No, Harden's a heck of a player though. He's crazy. I feel like he gets I think players right now get way too much hate.
For sure.
mm-hmm.
That's just having media.
Rohit, what's your opinion on the way Rockets play?
Do you want to talk to your friends about topics you enjoy and get paid for it? Then download Anchor. Anchor allows you to record and edit your podcast from your phone or computer and get paid for it. They will distribute your podcast for you through one click of a button to Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. An app like this should cost money, but it's free. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
I feel like it has potential because obviously they were one game away from the finals with CP3, but I think when you have two super athletic wings, it gets kind of difficult because they make it really hard for a single primary ball handler. I just feel like they need maybe like one more playmaker, or they need to give or Westbrook needs to be more pass first. I think they need to emphasize more passing. That's it.
What if you made Harden more pass first and you made Westbrook the ball dominant offensive player because he's been crazy this season.
I was just about to say that from since it turned to 2020, this man has been averaging like at least 40.
Yeah, he's been wild.
He's been wild. We know he can be a walking triple double at times, so I feel like we just gotta impose the pass on Harden.
Yeah, I just feel like they need to emphasize more passing, and they need to get maybe one more elite wing. I think wings are super underrated.
They got Luke Mabute.
And we have PJ Tucker. Bro, that's two wings that can shoot up threes, bro.
But then PJ Tucker's playing center right now with that against
I don't think he'll probably be moved to power forward and Mabute be center.
How tall is Luke?
I think he's 6'6".
6'6".
That's still.
I know
it's on Rudy Gobert.
Okay, we're not gonna go against the Jazz.
He's 6'8".
He's 6'8". Okay, I was way off.
You know what happens when the Rockets go against the Jazz, though, so it's cool.
Yeah, we
what
beat
about Dwight Howard?
The Jazz are rookies, bro.
Yeah, no, I just feel like the Rockets might be a tough matchup. Anyone might be a tough matchup for the Rockets because they're undersized. It's worked well so far in this season, but playoffs are like a different beast.
I just feel like
rebounding is massive in the playoffs. So
this is their best chance to win it though, because usually whenever Harden goes into the playoffs, he's always dead from the season. Well, everyone's good, the Spurs, they preach that. But since they had that rest, and some of you might have seen he's looking better in terms of fitness right now. Yeah. I feel like this is his best chance to win it because him and Westbrook for once have that rest. They're not tired, but they're still gonna lose it.
Whoa! they're good at stretches, and this is the best time to do a stretch. 60 games season, you can rest him every other 5 games, and then here comes playoffs. It'll be easy to sweep. Rockets in 4.
I just don't think they can get past the Clippers.
Bro, they lost the Magic, bro. They lost by 30. There's no way they can make a big run if they lost the Magic.
Rohit, last year you were the guy probably that's the Magic are going to beat the Raptors in that first round when they won a game.
Look,
they won the first game.
They were one uncalled travel call away from leading the series 2-1. So that's all I have to say.
They would have got slammed 4 more games in a row. So
look, that's because they had Kawhi. Kawhi is a different beast. Kawhi is probably the best player.
Kawhi is the best. No, he is the best player in the NBA right now, for sure.
I mean,
he is the best player.
Kevin Durant's out.
For real, man.
Kawhi is dominant. Just dominant.
Giannis isn't dominant.
Wait, Eastern Conference Finals last year.
Well, that's 1 year ago, more probably.
So we forgot about LeBron for a second.
Oh yeah,
LeBron, Giannis, James Harden, all those players aren't dominant at all.
James
They're not
Harden
good
is
at all.
not.
They suck.
You need to be able to play defense to be in that conversation, buddy. James Harden's best defense play was
He averages some steals. Come on.
bro, his best play was like that one where he hit the ball from DeMar DeRozan on accident. That's
Oh
what
yeah, the Rockets on their Instagram they keep on replaying that play. I'm like, calm down. He did on accident.
Nice play.
Nah, I think like the Clippers are just too good to me. I feel like they're gonna win it. PG
I mean,
13.
they haven't been pretty good during this regular season. I mean, they have against other teams, but against the Western Conference, like Rockets, Lakers, I think Lakers would take it against the Clippers if it was.
I don't know about that, but
you think the Clippers would beat the Lakers?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think the
for sure.
Clippers are the closest to the Golden State Warriors, like from last year.
Oh, you mean their dynasty?
Yeah, the dynasty. I think they're the closest. They have like zero flaws.
They literally have barely played any games with everyone healthy. Though.
Exactly.
Bro,
Yeah,
I bet they've been practicing secretly. Okay, they've probably been practicing secretly. No one's talked about them during quarantine.
Didn't their facility get shut down or something? Or was that the
Landry Shamet, bro? They need Landry Shamet. Bro,
Yeah.
Landry Shamet's different, bro.
He's actually underrated.
He is kind of underrated. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good actually. I'm not gonna lie.
21.
What about?
No, he's saying he was 21 years old.
Oh,
He scored 21. My bad. He scored it.
But the Clippers
Oh wait,
got
he scored 21. That's it.
They got Patrick Beverly,
Oh yeah,
Kawhi, Paul George defense. They got 3-point shooting.
Lou Williams.
Kawhi's a good playmaker.
Oh, Lou Williams is mad crazy.
He's too crazy. When he was on the Rockets,
Montrezl Harrell too.
Montrezl
Yeah.
Harrell is crazy good, bro.
that's their 1-2 punch on the second unit. Right there.
Yeah.
And they got
That's why they're so successful. I feel like because they have that starting lineup with PG and Kawhi, and then you have like a caliber of players that are like right underneath Kawhi and George. Well, not maybe right underneath, but close enough in Lou Williams and Harrell. So it's wild.
On like a separate team, they could be a starting.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, they were last year.
About their depth.
Yeah, they were. They just were last year.
But
They took the Warriors healthy to Game 6.
Honestly, like this current Clippers team, I think they would beat the Warriors. Let's be real. Like they added two-way wings. Last year they took them to 6. I think the Clippers are just more deep. You know, outside of the.
We'll take KD out of the equation, then you got the Clippers winning.
I think even with KD, Kawhi on KD.
Yeah, Kawhi's on KD, and then Paul George on
Clay. Patrick Beverly gets Steph.
Patrick Beverly's mad overrated.
He's not.
No, all he does is dance in front of him, bro.
Exactly.
Like, he doesn't play. He only gets like
he makes big plays
50% of the time, and he fouls out most of it. So
controversial opinion: Bam Adebayo is a better defensive player than Patrick Beverly.
That's not controversial.
That's
but
true.
I feel like Jonathan Isaac's the best defender.
Okay.
Jonathan Isaac is crazy on defense.
He is pretty good.
He has future defensive player of the year ability.
He's like on the AK-47, you know that player?
Andre Kirilenko.
I can never pronounce his name, but he was like Swiss Army knife type of defender, super lanky, some offensive ability, like transition wise. You know.
He could train threes.
The Magic are trying to bring back the big man. They got Mo Bamba, Jonathan Isaac.
Jonathan Isaac's not a big man. He's a small forward.
He's a power forward.
Small forward. Aaron Gordon's a power forward.
Really?
Yeah.
But then they got like that. Yeah, they don't really have guards in my opinion, except for Markel Fultz.
Evan Fournier.
Evan Fournier is underrated.
Did they lose Augustine?
No, they still have him.
Yeah, so he could spot up the shooting guard.
DJ was still good last year.
Jonathan Isaac 6'11".
Yeah, that's true. He's actually taller. He's 7'2".
But he still plays small forward. That's the thing with the NBA right now. It's changed so much that everything's just positionless.
Yeah, but like those guys aren't like 3-point shooting like Mo Bamba, Jonathan. Can Jonathan Isaac shoot?
Both of them 3-pointers. That's their only offensive ability. 3-pointers and blocks. That's it.
They're a good team.
So maybe they're playing more ball.
Yeah, I feel like they need to run more plays through their forwards. I feel like they emphasize like small ball, even though we don't have a lot of really quality guards that are up to like James Harden, but we have a lot of two-way players, and I feel like wings are just the future. Like wings, two-way wings, you know.
I feel like Evan Fournier, or however you pronounce it, he's on the level of Austin Rivers, in my opinion.
I would agree.
Austin Fournier, he's on the same level as Austin Rivers right now.
Fournier.
Evan Fournier.
Did you say that? Evan, That's their baby, man. Austin.
Evan averages 20 or 19 on super solid efficiency.
Wait, who?
Evan.
Oh, okay, about to say Austin River averages 9. And
Austin
then,
River-
the school I go to right now.
Yeah.
Austin Rivers went to that high school.
Seriously?
Yeah.
No way. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
cool.
not gonna say it because of privacy reasons.
Oh.
It's fine. They can just look it up, but it's whatever.
What if Dr. Rivers is your school one day?
Bro, Austin Rivers was a decent high school though.
He was nasty.
Bro, that mixtape is the craziest mixtape ever. Next to Aaron Gordon, that type of prestige, you know.
You think Aaron Gordon's gonna get traded?
Yeah.
But who?
No, I don't think he's gonna get traded actually.
Aaron Gordon,
think-
how much is he worth if you
I
trade
think
him?
he's worth- I think
Not a lot.
he's pretty underrated defensively. I feel like in a different system, he can average close to 20 points a game again.
Yeah, but that means he would be a system player. I think personally, I would want players that would succeed in any kind of system.
Bro, they need more spacing, bro. We got Jonathan Isaac, who's 7 foot, playing small forward. They got Aaron Gordon, and they got Nikola Vucevic, and they got Mo Bamba. That's too much length in the front court. Aaron Gordon.
I think Vucevic needs to be traded.
I would agree, but I love Vucevic.
Yo, who would you trade him for though?
Probably trade him maybe too. I don't know. I feel I'd trade him to the Rockets maybe.
No. Come on, we need a center, but we have Tyson Chandler.
But Tyson Chandler can't shoot threes.
I know he's washed up, but he can still,
He's got a little left in him.
I thought he was retired. I thought he
No.
was.
He just, I don't know why we sat him out for the rest of the season for some
I
reason.
think for Vucevic trade, I think you would need to trade him so you could get someone that could shoot in return.
I would trade him for a guard. That's it.
Jared
yeah,
Dudley.
for a guard. Yeah, Jared.
JJ Redick.
There you go. The Lakers would be
Yes,
A1.
just make the Lakers more stacked.
I know, right?
No, I'm not trading to the Lakers. Lakers have nothing trade worthy. Yeah. They got
J.R. Smith.
who? Oh,
How
Kyle-
about that?
Kyle
How do you guys feel
Kuzma.
about Jared Smith going to
He's
the Lakers?
useless, man. He's just a roster spot filler.
that's
Who?
true.
You feel like
Jared
he won't have
Smith.
any impact on a big game?
No,
Like,
he's just a roster spot filler.
Okay.
He actually he wasn't that bad last year. I feel like they kind of used him as a scapegoat. You know what I'm saying? I saw a couple of the Cavs games. He made some threes. Yeah.
Good
Were
for
you
him.
really that bored where you were watching a Cavs game last year?
Bro, I was addicted last year. I feel
Literally, I only watch Heat games though. I don't watch anything else.
No,
Yeah,
I
if
watched
anything, I'm watching a Heat game.
I hate Heat fans. I hate Heat.
Wow, dude.
Wow.
I'm talking to two of them right now.
I don't hate them, but I just feel like there's so many bandwagons, bro. Every time I'm at the basketball court, all the Indian kids are Heat fans. I don't see any Magic fans, bro. You live in Orlando.
Yo, personally, when I first started watching basketball, the Miami Heat were they were about to win a championship.
Wait a minute, Danush, we were the only Indian kids at the courts last time that were Heat fans.
No,
Oh, you hate us?
no, I don't hate you guys. No, but I remember I said something about Jonathan Isaac and Mo Bamba being the Twin Towers, and one of the Indian kids was clowning me bro, you don't got no Twin Towers, bro. We got Bam Adebayo and Hassan Whiteside, bro. I don't care.
Hassan Whiteside is booty.
Yeah,
Anyone that compares
Whiteside
to
was there, and what do you do?
he did nothing. He got a triple double with blocks one time, and he was like, "Oh, I'm big now." He got money, and then he stopped trying.
And then he got traded to the Blazers.
Yeah, I'm glad he's off the team.
Yeah, if he was here, he wouldn't be. I don't think Bam would be what he is right now.
No, he would not.
Bam is definitely most improved player.
Him or I was thinking maybe Markel. Okay, he could be comeback player.
No, I think Markel needs another year.
Maybe
I think
Tatum.
next year. I think next year he would have the opportunity to be.
Bro, we got so many potential most improved. Isaac, Bamba.
That's the thing, though. You guys always have potential. You never capitalize on the potential, though. Your development system is terrible.
Bro,
So
don't
you
play
guys
the
take the
development
players, you run them through the system, and then you just let them go.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys got to keep and harness the energy, and then
Look
you
at
know.
Victor Oladipo. You could have
No,
just
look-
waited another year, and then he would have been crazy.
Also, Demonis, the bonus or whatever his name is.
The
He's
one-
also-
play a single game for
He's
him.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
He's so physical.
No, they traded Serge Ibaka to them for what? Sabonis,
Yeah, but then we got Terrence.
Oladipo, and Ilyasova, who's a good 3-point shooter,
We got
40%.
Terrence Ross.
Now the Bucks are all over this.
I literally hate Terrence Ross so much.
What?
He always goes off. for the
Okay.
Heat. Every single time I watch a game, he's always going off, scoring 40 points.
Bro, I love
crazy.
Terrence Ross.
He's a great player. I love the way he plays.
Bro, his pull up, like semi-transition pull up three, bro, that's different, you know.
Who do you guys think is the most underrated player in the league right now?
I got it. Malik Beasley.
What do you say? Malik who?
Malik Beasley.
He averages like 20 points a game on good efficiency. What do you want me to say?
What team does he play for?
The Timberwolves.
Exactly.
They got
empty
him
stats. Empty stats.
Bro, he only played like 10 or 15 games for them, bro.
Okay.
Headline.
Let's make Danush's question more, valid. Let's say who's the most underrated player on a valid team?
Like on a contending team?
On a contending.
Mike Conley.
Caruso. Okay, that's a good example. No,
Conley.
Mike Conley is perfect for the Utah Jazz only because he's a veteran. What's it called? I know. What am I saying? Hold on. He's a better presence on the Jazz.
Better without Mike Conley. It basically seems like.
Mike Conley was just bad this season, but he's mad underrated every season.
Love him.
The Grizzlies are doing better because they got Ja Morant now, and now they're in the playoffs. Last year they were like what? They were the second pick.
Yeah, but JJJ has improved a lot.
Who? Oh yeah, Jaren Jackson.
Jaren Jackson Jr. He's good. He's good. He's good. His form is ugly.
It is ugly, bro. He's just like I used to shoot, bro.
I think it's just because he's so tall.
I don't think height really affects shooting form. It's mostly weight, I think.
And he jumps his feet back when he's jumping, though.
I thought the Sixers would be the first seed this year because they added Al Horford, but I guess not.
Oh no, I don't see that working anymore.
Yeah, me neither. I think they gotta trade him. They gotta trade someone. They gotta trade Jay Rich. Just trade everybody, bro. Trade the whole team. Go another rebuild.
You know what I found really funny though?
Josh Richardson.
No, when Jimmy Butler was getting traded to the Heat, the signing trade, and Josh Richardson was going to the Sixers. All the Sixers fans were like, "Oh, Jay Rich is way better than Butler. He's the GOAT. He's way better. He's gonna be an MVP in the future." And now they all hate on him. They're like, "Dude, he's only averaging 14 points. Why is he so trash?"
He's been injured though.
Yeah, no, I just find it funny that everybody knew that Jimmy Butler was way better than.
Bro, the Sixers have no leadership. That's the issue, bro. Jimmy Butler had that leadership quality.
Yeah, he did.
They should have kept him. They shouldn't have signed Tobias. They should have kept him. Al.
I don't think.
No. I don't think Jimmy Butler. I don't think he wanted to stay in Philadelphia.
All right, we all know what the best division is, right? Pacific. There's no.
Yep, I would agree.
I agree.
Oh yeah, wait.
Whoa,
yeah,
no, wait.
Yeah,
actually,
number one.
The only good. Well, yeah, when the Warriors come back, yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
What about the Northwest though? Because they are, or no, actually the Southwest.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Because the worst team in the Southwest
Dallas.
right now is the Spurs, and they're all in the playoff bubble.
So, that's not really much of an accomplishment, you know. I feel like everybody got in. You're not like complete garbage.
Right.
Even though actually everybody in the South, everybody in the Pacific got in too.
No, the Warriors aren't going.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them.
Wait,
yeah, the Suns are trash.
Yeah, the Suns are trash too.
The Suns they're okay. I feel like
Devin Booker's a no.
What seed is the Kings right now?
Really? Why do you think Devin Booker's a no?
He's just ineffective. He's just inefficient.
No, he's not. He's like one of the most efficient.
You sure about that?
Curtis, how you feel about this?
Yeah, I mean, Devin Booker was one of my favorite players back in when he dropped 70 at TD Garden. But I feel like he's losing his touch. Only because it's past in his prime. Like he's in his prime currently still, but he just needs that second piece to go with him.
I would agree.
What's his name? What's their center?
Aaron Baines.
Okay, so
DeAndre.
No, not Aaron Baines. The draft pick.
DeAndre
Ayton.
Yeah, DeAndre Ayton. I expected way better from him. I expected like a Zion Williamson and DeAndre Ayton.
He's like 20 and 10 already.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well.
Just because
they got the floor general.
I just expect better score from him.
He's gonna be a beast next year.
I have no idea why nobody chose Luka. Like, I don't know why Luka went. What was it, 3rd or 5th?
5th.
Yeah.
No. He went 3rd, but then he got traded back.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know why.
But people sleep on international players because most international players, or a lot of them, are kind of like stereotyped as busts. You know,
They're also fundamentally sound, so that makes them
they
better.
are. That's true. They have more maturity when they come into the league.
Because if you think about it, like
yeah,
a lot of
30
these,
veterans.
yeah, because
Which is
American players they rely on their athleticism and stuff for the most part, but these international players they rely on their tactics and all the fundamentals they learn. So I feel like they're personally better.
I think they just run a more efficient offense. You know.
Luka
Yeah.
was an MVP. Like, no international player really comes as an MVP to America.
That's true.
Luka just won the MVP award and came, and yet he still somehow slipped. Like, he's good.
He was in that Real Madrid team that beat the Oklahoma City Thunder in the preseason game like 3 years ago. You know what I'm talking about?
Rohit, you can't give any credit to that. I'm sorry.
He played like 10 minutes too.
How much did he drop?
And Cantor dropped like 30 or something.
And he also went off in the EuroLeague championship with Slovenia, Goran Dragic and Luka Doncic.
Oh, true.
Weren't they like best friends?
Yeah. That's why Luka to Miami whenever he gets out of his contract.
That's not gonna happen.
We get Luka, we get Giannis, we have Bam.
We got Luka, we got Giannis, we got Victor Oladipo, Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo.
I don't want Oladipo. I don't want Oladipo.
And y'all go 73-9 and then lose to the first round of like the second round.
Who do you think is the most underrated underrated team in both the Western and the Eastern Conference?
Okay, so
underrated team can be Western Magic, of course. Underrated.
Right. Come on, are you crazy?
All right, Curtis, you got it.
All right, I'm going with OKC.
OKC in the West, and then in the East.
And then East. Man, I'm gonna have to go with my Pacers, bro.
Bruh.
No, wait. I'm thinking. Let me think. I would say Celtics, but I don't like Boston.
I hate Boston.
I don't like Boston sports.
Boston so toxic.
I hate Boston sports fans.
They're good with championships, but I just don't like them.
Yeah, no, they are the most dominant,
but they also have the most annoying fan bases as well.
The last time we said that,
let's talk about some MLB, huh? So.
Oh yeah, we got the Did you see the stand and hit Tanaka in the head?
I did, yes. Okay, so
that was crazy.
Explain it for Danush and Rohit. So basically, in the Bronx, New York Stadium, Tanaka was pitching to Giancarlo Stanton, which is like this big dude. He hits a piss rocket towards Tanaka on his head, and he's on the floor 30 seconds, like unconscious. And the ball went up like 5 feet in the air, and I actually thought he died. But like, it was really scary. Like the entire stadium was quiet. You just heard Giancarlo like knock on the bat, and then it hit his head.
Like, no, Stanton is also a beast. Like,
I
don't know the great comparison. I guess you could put like a West Indies player like Chris Gale.
Oh, Chris Gale, yes, bro.
Yeah, when he hits it, that ball is hit hard.
Oh, Chris Gale uses so much power.
Yeah, that's Giancarlo Stanton too.
He has torque.
So much power.
It's their torque. They're different.
Yeah.
And he did it right back on the head. I was like, oh god damn.
Jeez.
That's scary for sure.
It was a scary moment for the Yankee fans, but for me, I don't care. He'll be fine. Good big skull.
That's the thing that's scary about like bat and ball sports. So you could literally die from getting hit in the head from.
That's true. That's so true.
Yeah.
Careers get ruined. That's for sure.
I know in cricket somebody died from getting hit in the head.
Oh dang.
How do you feel about the Astros, Curtis?
Oh my god! Don't even. I'm actually doing my TOK paper on the Astros. So I found evidence of like they literally have in their in the room in the middle of their dugout towards their clubhouse. It's like this like table with a monitor. There's cables hooked up, and then there's 2 seats with like there were a bunch of like sunflower seats and stuff, which shows evidence that people were like standing there for a long period of time. So basically, what happens like they get monitors pointed. There's a camera connected to the monitor. It's pointed towards the opposing player's the team's catcher. Then they find their sign, and then they hit on the trash can when a breaking ball is coming. I think that's just rubbish right there. I just don't like it. I think the Astros should be. I agree if the first like George Springer gets hit in his head, first game back.
I just feel like the punishment was terrible. The punishment they got.
Oh yeah.
What was the punishment?
Okay, so the punishment was that. Wait, you want to say it? Or?
Yeah, wasn't it just they lost a first round pick and they had to fire like their general manager and coach?
Basically, and then they got in return one of the best coaches out here, Dusty Baker. He's a goat.
He is a goat. What else? They also just got like fined like what, 500K?
Oh, I thought it was $1 million.
Or yeah, $1 million. Okay, that's still like, what is that?
For the
still
Astros,
nothing.
barely nothing. They literally have won so many games. It's fine.
That's true.
And they have a good fan base. Houston, they're pretty good at that. I
Yeah,
just feel like they're and it gets me more mad because I'm a diehard Rays fan.
You do.
Yeah.
I got
So we went so far. Oh my god, man! Last year we had
this.
We were so close. I remember I was in Mr. Malby's JA, like listening to Game 5, the ALDS, and I was like, we're about to win. And then Glasnow just let it out.
It was Garrett Cole during that series. He was going off, and it was only a 5-game series.
We touched Garrett Cole once, and after we touched him, we threw him. He got out of the game, and then at Tropicana Field, we got Verlander out. We got what's his name, Zach Greinke out. We were doing so well until we got back to Houston. It was a game over.
It was just
their fan base is different.
No.
You think that their fans had nothing to do with that game?
I mean, yeah, but like that guy, Garrett Cole went off that playoff series.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like the Rays could have won it if it was a 7-game one. It was a 5-game one.
For sure.
Rays would have got it because no one on the Astros could stop them except for Cole.
Mm-hmm.
And they got one from Verlander.
We have the best pitching in the MLB, no question.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Our rotation's way better.
If Blake Snell was in like Cy Young form from one season ago, then you have like Tyler Glass now going off and Charlie Boyd going off. Who's stopping that? No one's stopping that.
Their ERA is below 1. Could combine.
Below 2.
Okay, below 2, yeah. Because actually, Glasnow got touched, so his went up.
Yeah, because he has a tell sign.
He does. He was hiding it well in the first. I think he was our opening. So yeah, the first game. But once he got to Houston, he started like tipping his pitches, and they found out.
Nah, but like we're top 3 in the AL for sure.
But we also are in the hardest division, AL East. You have the Red Sox, Yankees. I mean, the Blue Jays are trash. Orioles are trash.
Right now, though, but like when they had Jose Bautista, Edwin Encarnacion.
Oh yeah,
they were good.
They had what's his name? Rainbringer, Josh Donaldson. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they've been good, and then the Orioles were good back then too when they had
Chris Davis.
Yeah, when he was actually good, not like last season.
Now he's washed up for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this year the Rays are winning now.
If we had the season, for sure, yeah.
Only 6 games.
I know absolutely nothing about baseball.
Are you down? Okay, well, let's think. Just say the Rays are the Heat, and you're like, yay.
I don't know anything about baseball either.
Evan Longoria.
That's facts.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. He plays for the Giants now.
That's the only thing.
He doesn't play for the Rays anymore?
No,
he got traded
classic 3 years ago.
He's a classic, though.
I've been to baseball games, but I just know nothing of baseball. I know the basic rules.
Really, is Kevin Kiermaier. That's my favorite player. Kevin Kiermaier is the same person.
I got a funny story.
What was your funny story?
Alright, so I was at a baseball game at Tropicana. That's the arena, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay, and I had like $1. I went to the concession stand, and I wanted to get nacho chips and like cheese. And I didn't have enough money because I had like $1, and then so I ordered like the cheese individually, which costed like $1 exactly. And the lady gave me the nacho chips free because she felt bad for me.
Bruh.
Yeah, that's dumb.
That's crazy. You got free nachos.
I thought this was gonna be baseball related, but I guess it's just food.
Hey, it was though. Tropicana Field.
It was like a cup of cheese. It wasn't even like the bucket. It was just like a cup of cheese, like nachos.
I mean, we don't even make that much money as a team, so we're actually the cheapest team in the MLB. One of the cheapest.
Is next year going to be a huge year for Tampa sports?
I believe
next year or this year?
This whatever year.
Yeah,
it's
this definitely going to be a huge year.
If it
you got the Buccaneers with Tom Brady, Gronkowski. You got the Rays. And you got the Lightning. Lightning are always good. So
always good. And then you got the Rowdies. No, I don't watch soccer.
Wait, Tampa has a.
Yeah, they have a soccer team. Major League Soccer.
Isn't MLS was supposed to start today? I
think
it still is. It's starting back today. But nobody cares about soccer.
Yeah, who cares about soccer?
Yeah.
I feel like soccer's mad underrated though. It's so much fun to play, but I hate watching it.
It's so boring to watch.
I feel like to play, I feel like it's more fun to play in scrimmages. When I'm playing like in a field, I kind of feel like I'm like running up and down repetitively.
Yeah, I would agree because it's not fun to play with like 11 players because you're gonna barely get the ball. But if you're playing with like a group of 4 or 5, it's pretty fun to play.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta run more.
That's true.
Yeah.
I just feel like as a sport, like objectively, like football and basketball are probably top tier. Like as a sport.
Well, you didn't even say baseball, bro. Have you played baseball?
No, I mean like as a sport, like I have a few like defined guidelines on how sports should be like conducted. I just feel like basketball emphasizes.
Football is really soccer, just guys running and touching the ball.
That's true. But
Getting
football,
the ball to one side, it's skill. Yeah.
In my opinion, the greatest baseball moment ever, Evan Longoria,
That's
walk-off home run, playoffs.
162 landing?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's the greatest baseball moment ever.
wait, is Evan Longoria a Hall of Famer?
He's gonna
He
be.
should
Yeah,
be.
if he's not.
Let's go.
I mean,
I'm
he
not
got the
watching
cycle, he got the ring, or not the ring, but, he got us the World Series. We didn't get the ring yet.
Is the baseball Hall of Fame hard to make? Because I know the basketball one is pretty easy.
Yeah, actually. If you're not like Derek Jeter, you won't get unanimous. Derek Jeter didn't get unanimous. One vote away from getting unanimous.
I feel like he doesn't deserve it.
Wait, what?
I remember. I didn't always love Derek Jeter because I still remember when he was getting hit. Tampa wasn't happy with him for a good amount of time. I remember.
Oh yeah.
When he had that fake pitch, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I first started with hating Derek Jeter.
That's actually when I first got into baseball when I was little, like around that time.
Yeah.
So I actually became a Yankee hater because of Derek Jeter.
I was actually close to catching David Ortiz's 500th home run.
Oh, you were at the game? You were at the game?
Yeah, I was at that game. It went over me. If I jumped up from my seat for like an idiot or something, I could have caught it. But
that's crazy because when that happened, I remember watching it. I was like, I got so sad.
It was so weird though. The dude that caught it just caught it and just dipped. Like he started sprinting out of there. I was like, what is he doing right now?
Yeah, because people were gonna run after him.
When Derek Jeter hit his 3,000 hit as a home run, everybody was over that guy. They were like, because the Bronx are crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, so in baseball, right? If you
Mhm.
catch a fly ball, if you catch like a home run or whatever,
Yeah.
the fan gets to keep it.
Okay,
Yeah,
of course.
I get to keep it.
It's not like
Okay.
cricket,
Yeah, because in cricket, if you catch it, you have to throw it back in.
which is kind of dumb.
No, it's not. Because if you think about it, right? Because in cricket, you have to roughen up the ball to get the different seam, like
Same-
all the different.
I think same thing with tennis too. You got to break the ball. Like
Yeah.
break it up.
They do it in baseball
like-
too. They have to wrap it up.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I just feel like cricket's not. They don't have enough money. They don't have enough balls.
They have
The
spare
ICC is
balls,
killing
but they're
everyone's
just
money.
not allowed. They just don't do it because you can get like whatever.
Yeah, you heard if you throw it. I mean, same baseball.
Same thing with the tennis. Like if you
Tennis. If you throw a tennis ball in my head, I don't
you
care.
see like some of like Djokovic's like reactions to like not having like the right ball. He goes to like the umpire or like the referee or whatever and just like has like a full on conversation. It's really, really entertaining. Have you seen Nick Kyrgios play tennis before? It's like watching Patrick Beverly go like super skilled in tennis.
Or you saying bad?
So it's like what nothing like watching Pat Beverly.
Yeah,
No,
I think
that's-
there is no
that's
skill.
really
That
funny.
guy smashes his racket.
Goes off on the ref, bro. He
That's
like
my favorite tennis player.
My favorite tennis player is Djokovic for sure.
mine's probably I want to say Federer, but maybe Federer or
Mine's Serena Williams.
That's same. Yeah, actually, I like Serena Williams a lot. She was in the
I know.
Avatar, right? She was in the Last Airbender.
Really?
Whoa, what?
Really, Rohit? That's all you care about?
Wait. When was she in the last
when was
Airbender?
You know how that one security guard that freed Uncle Iroh or gave him food
Oh yeah, it was a dude.
was a woman. Her name was
No,
like
it was a lady.
yeah, and that was
Freed. Oh, Freed. I thought you meant the guy who kicked down the
Wait,
food.
she voiced her?
yeah.
That's
I remember. I was
crazy.
like, why does she sound black? I don't want to say this. I was like, I looked at like
Look it up. Serena Williams.
Dude, that's crazy. That was my favorite scene in the whole entire show, though. When he got jacked, and he was
oh
like,
yeah, bro. That was like
that gets me motivated. Has there ever been like big scandals in either baseball or tennis?
tennis.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
baseball just had it.
They just had
Well,
one.
yeah, the Astros one, right?
But
And then they
they
had
always
the
have
steroid.
cheating. So I remember one year, the Yankees had this one pitcher named Michael Pineda. So he's black, right? And he thought it was gonna be funny to put pine tar right here, like on the side of his neck. So it's like gleaming, right? Like the only part of his body, it's like pretty like shiny. And then the umpire, Joe West, he comes up to him, he's like, "Oh, can I see your neck real quick?" So then he like touches it, and then you see that's pine tar. and you can't have time to put spin on the ball. It's illegal. So then he got ejected, and then he got suspended for like 60 games.
What about tennis?
I don't believe so. Tennis is more like an individual sport, so there's not a lot of cheating.
Yeah.
I mean, you can cheat, right?
How? Maybe like you make the wrong call, but they have like technology, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I would say like maybe the rackets. Certainly, I don't know.
Oh yeah, they could like. I think like rackets, maybe like some rackets might be weighed more, some balls might be weighed more. I don't know.
I know in cricket, 2 years ago, Australia, they had the sandpaper scandal with Steve Smith, David Warner, and another bowler. And basically, it's the same thing in like baseball. You know how you like shine the ball and you also roughen it up? They were using sandpaper to roughen up the ball, which is illegal.
Oh,
so
they made it smooth?
Yeah, no, they made it rougher by using the sandpaper. They like scratched up the ball so they could get more swing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So they got banned for I think a year.
How'd they get caught? Sandpaper.
Oh, because it was caught on camera. The guy, it was so funny. I was watching it, right? This guy, he had the sandpaper. He took it out of his pocket, and he just like he did it low key right next to his thigh, just roughening up the ball.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, the ref comes up and he's like, "What are you doing?" He just opens up his trousers, drops the sandpaper in there, and then closes it up and ties it up. So he just basically put sandpaper in his undies.
That's some SpongeBob episode, bro.
No, it was funny. But yeah, and like after that, the Australian cricket team got like really a lot of hate from the Australian people.
Oh yeah, that's what I was.
They take their cricket seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about Kendrick Perkins?
Oh my God! Did you see?
He's annoying after he retired, dude.
Did you say he said that he can make any hook shot?
Oh yeah, on Twitter.
Did he miss? Like the video. Oh my, that's funny. Bro. I saw on Twitter.
He's annoying after he retired. He's like you know how players when they retire they just like to stay low key.
Like D-Wade.
Yeah, D-Wade.
Not.
D-Wade's not low key. He's all over the place.
Like Dirk and Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's Dirk and Tim Duncan during like they were always low key.
He's just not good for the.
I respect that about him. I respect him.
Like he's just not good for the culture. You know what I'm saying? He just he goes on his phone, tweets some garbage.
Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. No, but he always tries to like stir things up, like make. I don't know. I'm looking at my phone right now. He's saying Klay Thompson's better than Reggie Miller. You can make an argument, but I don't feel like.
Bruh, no.
Big facts.
Big Reggie.
I don't agree with that.
Reggie.
I mean, I like Reggie Miller a lot. But more All-Star, more I don't know. Make an argument, I guess. But
even I can't make that. He's a better 3-point shooter, possibly.
I mean, I don't know if he's a better shooter than Reggie Miller. Maybe 3-pointer, but I don't think.
Yeah, that's one thing. Better 3-point shooter, possibly, but like.
I think Reggie Miller is more efficient, but Reggie Miller has underrated efficiency, like 50, 40, 90 as well. You know.
Chris Middleton's actually underrated. Like, yeah, I think the underrated question you had the news Chris Middleton.
Reggie Miller is just like Chris Middleton. Like literally like know someone.
But we don't talk about Chris Middleton. He has that 50, 40, 90, but no one's
Chris Middleton's overshadowed by Giannis.
People always say that Giannis doesn't have enough help, right? He has a lot of help.
Eric Bledsoe's dirty too.
Eric Bledsoe underrated. I don't care.
Mm-hmm. When he came from the Suns to the Bucks.
Yeah, his Suns thing was so
crazy.
Like he was like in the introduction, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm really excited," and then like I see on Twitter, I hate it here. It's just fun. That's cool.
Okay, remember how his excuse was that he was at the salon with his girlfriend? I hate it here. That excuse. But yeah, I think I'm getting into football more.
Football?
Yeah, I haven't been with it as much recently, but
I can't tell you.
Pat Mahomes contract though.
Yo, $50 million a year. That is crazy.
That's like the biggest deal in like sports history.
Yeah.
Right, he's better be the richest man alive.
I don't know how I feel about that. Like, that might be good, but for like the Chiefs.
I think
it's bad for the
contract. The Scottie Pippen contract was bigger though.
Oh yeah,
you guys see that in the comments? Someone said Scottie Pippen though. Why you doing my
Pippen got his bag. Got his bag.
Throw that man out. Man. That's tough. Money was different back then.
Brother, tough.
It's gonna be interesting because like 10 years, he has that security, so it's like he can do bad if he wants to. So it's like it'll be interesting to see if he continues to dominate or doesn't. Because I mean, he's basically, as people are saying, that Jordan about like football right now.
Is he actually? I don't watch football at all.
He's won an MVP, a Super Bowl MVP, in his first 3 seasons, or really his first 2 of playing.
But
So he's Tim Duncan. I don't know.
So he's not like he's not. I'm not ready to call him one of the greatest of all time.
He's on the path to being.
That's completely different than being one of the greatest of all time. What if next season his performance just drops out of nowhere?
That's the thing. Like,
what is that? He's still getting paid $50 million, and he's guaranteed like what, $477?
$450.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I mean, I was hoping for a Bucks Super Bowl.
Is that your team? Is that the team you're?
Oh, the Bucks? Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
I've always been a Bucks fan, but like I haven't been into.
I've always been a Bucks fan, bro.
Yeah, I had a Bucks like poster when I went to the book fair one day. I was like, yo, I'm a Bucks fan. Book fair is different.
I know Ucklish is a 49ers fan.
Yeah, once I understood football, it was 49ers.
Yo, I'm a Seahawks fan.
Hey, no. I've been a 49ers fan, not till like this season or something.
Yeah.
I started with Cap.
With who?
Oh, dang, that's throwback.
Oh.
What about you, Rohit?
I mean, I haven't been to a Bucks game, but probably the Bucks because I live in Tampa, been born in Tampa, raised in Tampa.
I just can't get with the ownership and everything. It's just terrible.
Man, we got Tom Brady. That's good enough.
And
we got Mike Evans. I heard he's pretty good too.
Mike Evans has been on the team, bro.
Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin's nasty.
Chris Evans, yeah.
Oh, isn't Chris Godwin like he was like, yo, do I give my number to like Brady?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
but
he had
he's
that
nasty though. He's
So
nasty.
do we know yet? Who's keeping as well?
Tom Brady got it.
Okay, good. Because I was thinking, I was like, yo, if Tom Brady comes through in the locker room, that'd be real awkward. He's like, where's my number 12 at?
It's a win-win for fans because it's like if Brady does bad, then we can say he was a system quarterback. But if the Patriots do bad, then we can say they need Brady.
You really claim he's a system quarterback, especially like he's like 40 years old.
I think he kind of is.
I hope AB gets back into the NFL.
True.
He might not.
I want him
support sexual assault.
Yeah,
no,
I think most teams
well,
like him as Raiders.
I feel like he was on the path to being the greatest wide receiver of all time.
Yeah, why
no, for sure no. Jerry Rice cannot be beaten. He could not beat Jerry Rice.
All right, one of the greatest wide receivers of all time.
Yeah, Jerry nice.
Yeah, but like if you look at Jerry Rice and then the number 2 guy, there's a clear gap.
Wait, you said Jerry Rice? Is there like a trend with sexual like allegations? Yo, didn't Jerry Rice get like?
Yeah, actually, that's funny.
Oh, he's a good man.
Funny.
I mean, it's not funny, but like
it's kind of funny.
I'm pretty sure.
Yo, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, no, Jerry Rice didn't do anything sexual assault.
Sure, I could have sworn he like beat up his wife.
Nah.
That was Michael Vick. He ate his dog. No, I'm just
He's always been good about like.
No, I'm thinking of someone. Who am I thinking? There's too many sexual allegations in sports.
No, he's always been a good guy.
What's that dude? Kareem.
Shit, Kareem?
What's that dude's name?
Karl Malone?
No, but Kareem.
You know,
right?
Bro, I'm not thinking of Jerry Rice. Bro.
Jerry Jones.
Is that who I'm?
He's the Cowboys owner.
No, not him. It was someone on the Ravens. I'm just look at Ravens.
Oh, Ray Rice.
There you go. Right. He beat him.
Bro, no, there's a difference between Jerry Rice and Ray Rice.
Okay, I just remember Rice. I'm not really good at football. All right, like with football.
Like, yeah, Jerry Rice is just he's
a good guy. That's good.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He carries himself right and everything. He doesn't do those.
Played for the Seahawks.
For like once, he was dominant when he was like 40.
Yeah,
for a wide receiver, that's hard.
News, did you get hype when Marshawn Lynch came out of retirement?
Dude, I was hyped. I was so hyped.
It was a good moment in sports, not gonna lie.
But then, yeah, we lost to the
Niners.
No, not the Niners. We lost to the Packers.
Oh yeah.
And then the Packers got destroyed by the Niners.
I was kind of mad at that game though. I think I'm not sure where it was, but there was a couple missed calls.
Oh,
Packers
with the
game or-
the Barstool Sport. I don't know if you guys follow that on Instagram, but Barstool Sports. They were talking about they replayed the video of oh, it was one of the Seahawks and then the Packers game. Like one of the plays were really like called like really bad.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
So I don't know. Do you guys think that there needs to be something done with referees?
I think I think giving teams more reviews would be helpful.
No.
in football?
that would slow down the game.
Yeah, that would slow
But
it down.
they did it in cricket. Well, temporarily they added 3 reviews per innings.
But
But
cricket
cricket's a
doesn't care about slowing the game down, okay?
Yeah, cricket's a really slow game, bro.
Well,
I
not
mean-
T20, not T20.
Oh yeah, CBL T20 goes crazy. That's like they finish in like an hour top.
That takes like that takes 3 hours. I thought.
Yeah, which is basically a baseball game.
Yeah, they're trying to shorten every American sport down like as much as they can.
Yeah.
They're
Cricket's
just
like-
down baseball. It's not
Yeah.
3 hours anymore.
Well, the thing about cricket, why it was so long, is because originally cricket wasn't just a sport; it was more of a social gathering place as well. People would just go there, sit down, drink some tea, and chill.
The whole day.
Yeah, basically for 8 hours, like on their Saturday or whatever, they go down to a test match and chill.
That's
But
bad.
that's an ODI match.
What's an ODI?
What are you talking about? Test matches also last basically 8 hours, but 8 hours each day for 5 days.
What
Oh.
party does that? Like, what social gathering do you go to nowadays? It's
Oh,
like
that's English people, dude.
5 days in a row, 8 hours a day. That's a job.
No, English people did that in like the 80s, 1880s.
They got nothing better to do over there.
19th century type vibes.
Nah, but yeah.
You guys see like the food that they get served in the bubble?
Yeah,
yeah.
we did see that.
Bro, imagine giving LeBron, bro, like airplane food, bro. He probably never. I don't know. That's
No,
funny.
but they'll get a private jet.
They all yeah, of course. But that's just funny. Like, I would never imagine multimillionaires eating that kind of food.
I think it's temporarily though.
And
Like,
that's what they said. But Terrence Ross posted on his story, and nothing's changed.
Yeah, but
that's also
it's only
Terrence
been 2
Ross.
days.
Oh, what if it was like the players in the Grand Destino get like high quality food and the people like in the
That's so bad. Because I remember Isaiah Thomas quoted one of the tweets. He was like, "LeBron not eating it."
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You guys see the Chris Bosh tweet or whatever?
The one where he's like,
I got
best
it.
play.
I got a rebound. I made a pass.
Was it the
I
one
think
that
that's
said,
the best play. I got
yeah,
rebound.
make the best play you've ever seen or done.
Oh,
What's the
right.
most boring thing? And he was like, I got a rebound and made a pass.
Right.
Round 3. Yo, they showed
Rebound, Bosch, back to Allen,
Yeah,
his
yeah.
3-pointer, bang!
That's like my bio for something.
That nice. Imagine being
5 seconds left on the clock. The Spurs do not have a timeout.
Imagine if Tony Parker
Go
made
into overtime.
That little French lady.
Tony Parker, he had a rap song, and in the song he was like, "Don't it be All-Star NBA?" Oh, I always remember it for some reason. I don't know why.
NBA players are super talented.
there was this Mike Breen meme, and it was like, "I'm about to yell bang so loud."
Oh yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was funny.
Mike Breen is iconic. You guys saw that Sacramento Kings announcer? He said like all lives matter. He got fired.
Whoa, when did you say that?
Oh,
Oh,
did they really?
Boogie tweeted at him like, "What do you think about this?" And he's like, "I believe all lives matter."
The dude that was like, if you don't like that, you don't like Kings basketball.
Oh, he
He
always
got
says,
fired, dude.
he's kind of iconic though.
He is iconic, but he's also racist.
Yeah, it's 'cause he's old, right? He's relatively old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little bit sad, but I never watched a single Sacramento Kings games.
I only watch them when they're on NBA TV because they be showing them.
I don't watch any NBA. I watched a little bit. It's like the Clippers. But now,
Watch the one with the Raptors and the King.
oh, nice.
I was
I
like the last to watch a basketball
watched
game.
the one with the Oklahoma City Thunder and Boston Celtics. And
That's the episode.
Yeah,
Man,
well, thank you
this-
for listening to our episode. Thank you to Curtis and Rohit for being on this week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I hope you guys have a good one.